Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for the quite expressive introduction. I'm thankful for the whole team of Budding Forensic Expo Club for inviting me, and I'm also thankful for everybody who has joined on this weekend. I hope I won't be sounding boring. So, if you can please share the screen, we can start.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us the opportunity to have you with us on our board and plan a wonderful
My
event with
pleasure.
us.
Okay, should I share my video on my video or is it fine?
Yes, ma'am. I guess we all can turn on our videos, and it would be an interactive session then.
I hope it's visible. Okay,
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
yes. So, a very warm good evening to everyone present here. So, my name is Madona Mathew. As you have listened to the introduction, I'm working as an assistant professor in the Department of Forensic Science, Usha Martin University, Jharkhand. So, let's explore the topic Chronicles, unraveling mysteries of entomology. So basically, I hope everybody will be from the background of forensic science or in associated fields. But again, let's have a quick introduction about the field of forensic entomology. And as we all know, there are like uh, 20s and 30s of subfields and branches in the field of forensic science, right? But then why entomology basically? Because we live in an era where we are so multifacilitated with all the instruments and we are in India also. We don't lack cases, we don't lack enough evidences. But again, if we even if we all are having all these facilities, but then why are we still going behind some beautiful and weird creatures? And so there are millions of limitations plus advantages this field is giving. But let me tell you, since like last 3 4 years I have been extremely loving the subject, experimenting at lower levels. This subject has been my all time favorite subject and field and subfield in the forensic science subject. So let's start with what exactly forensic entomology is. As we all know, entomology is completely dealing with insects, fauna, okay, small or big. So forensic entomology is the branch of forensic science which is the study of dealing with insects and other arthropods to solve a case or in relation to criminal investigation. So basically, if a person has to be a forensic entomologist, that person has to have good knowledge about insects, life cycle, and the insects available in specific geographical areas, and etc. So, what is the main clue we are actually getting from forensic entomology is a good knowledge and accurate knowledge about the post-mortem interval. As we all know, what is post-mortem is after death. So even if we all have biological, chemical, or other analytical techniques to find out the post-mortem interval, but as till now, forensic entomology has been or is serving as one good technique that can estimate almost accurate postmortem interval even after 72 hours of death. That is actually a quite long time, 72 hours. So forensic entomology can give you very good results even if the dead body has crossed 72 hours after death. Then, what other clues forensic entomology can give? Okay, if as we discussed, if it's giving this 72-hour wala PMI, other than that, there are other clues that forensic entomology can give regarding a crime scene, regarding a crime. Then the list goes like the original place of commitment of crime. We all know that there can be primary crime scenes, secondary crime scenes. So forensic entomology can give you, or the insects can give you an idea whether from which place the crime has happened, because we all know that let's take an example of India. Okay, so we have so many states, so it's not necessary that all the insects that are found in a particular state is also found in some other state, right? So it will vary. For example, I am presently in Jharkhand, so the insects that will be, or the fauna that will be in Jharkhand, won't be the same as that in Jammu and Kashmir, right? So, and once a person is dead, okay, minutes after his death, flies starts to, or fauna starts to infest. So it's not like the insect will take 2 3 days to infest, so the primary crime scene and secondary crime scene can't be differentiated. So it just takes minutes for the fauna to reach the dead body. So if the body has been changed or moved or disturbed after death, the particular fly or the life cycle which has started can give you a clear idea that this crime scene is not the primary crime scene. Okay, then it can give idea about the season of death. Again, for example, the rate in which the dead body decompose can give you an idea about the season. Plus the availability of insects in particular season can be different, and it won't be the same in the next season. So that can be a clue. Then any drugs or any medicine, medical history of the person can also be shown in the insect accumulation. Then there are basically two ways in which forensic entomologists, take an idea. The main are the insect successional waves and the maggot development stages. So basically, the insect successional wave is used when the dead body has been dead between a month up to a year or more. Okay. Then maggot developmental stage is employed when death has occurred just less than 1 month. Okay, then insect interactions associated with various stages of decomposition. Okay, once a person turns into a dead body, there are different stages of decomposition. I hope you might have seen animal dead bodies going through the stages of decomposition. They can be fresh or blotted. You might have seen them lying on the roads. Maybe usually we see cats and dogs, hit by vehicles, and they lay on the roads, right? So usually there are different stages of decomposition. Then uh, these why does all these insects get attracted to the dead bodies? That is one main question, right? So why do you guys think that the insects are getting attracted to the dead bodies? Anyone?
To derive nutrition.
Yeah, nutrition. You have see, it's not necessary that every day we are seeing dead bodies decaying, right? You guys have noticed fruits getting, ripe or in your home, right? Once they also start ripening, flies start to attract, right? How the flies start to attract is that smell. We say that there are carrion cues that is attracting the fauna. Okay, and different fauna is attracted to different carrion cue. And the if a banana in your home is getting ripe, obviously that smell is not going to attract a snake, and snake is not coming to infest, right? Because that banana is giving the cue that only a fly will attract. Okay, so SAE we have when a dead body starts to decompose, there are particular stages of decomposition, and in every stage of decomposition, there are particular carrion cues that attracts particular set of insects. Okay, they attract to the dead body for various reasons. Okay, mainly for nutrition, because in our body there are proteins, lipids, fat, blood, um, our flesh. So these all things serve as a nutrient cycle or then nutrition pool. So basically all the fauna is attracting the dead body for um, you know first thing is for food, second thing can be for temperature, third thing can be for their laying eggs, for a safer environment. There are various reasons. Okay, now let's get into the stages of decomposition. I think this is in forensic entomology, this part is like one very good part. Okay, so you guys will be also interested in learning ki what are the stages of decomposition. Even our body goes once we are dead. It's not like ki we are dead and the next moment we are skeletal system, right? So we our body goes through a different stages, and they are as follows. Basically we go through five stages of decomposition. The first stage is initial stage, or we say fresh stage. As the name suggests, it's a stage where our body is still fresh. Okay, by the sorry, by the term fresh, I meant ki our body is still fresh in that case that we are not producing any strong odor. Okay, bad smell is not coming out, but it's on the stage where our body is not externally showing any signs of decomposition. Okay, internally chemical changes can happen. Okay, so usually this stage lasts between like 0 to 3. For example, if somebody died today is 20th, let's calculate. So from 20th 5 o'clock, the fresh stage has started till almost 3 days, 0 to 3 days. Again, it can depend upon various factors, and it's not necessary that every dead body goes through all these stages of decomposition. Okay, like at any stage, and it can be attacked by various external factors, and any stage can be crossed, okay, skipped, altered. That depends upon any external factor has which has been applied. Okay, so in the first initial stage, which lasts from 0 to 3 days, there is usually no strong order of decomposition in the fresh stage. Okay, so usually what the flies that come first are the blowflies and flesh flies. Have you guys noticed blowflies? Has anybody noticed what a blowfly is? See, we all get confused that blowfly. See, this looks exactly like a housefly, like, है ना? Musca domestica. You all know housefly, right? Okay. When anybody asks ki, what is the first thing to come or reach the dead body, even my students they say, "Ma'am, makhi aati." Okay, okay, right. That's right. Ki makhi aati hai, but which category? Usually, it's not the housefly that you see daily. Okay, have you noticed the bigger version of housefly? Okay, which is shown in the picture. They might have a blue or black lower body. Have you guys noticed? Have you guys ever seen that blowfly?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone? Yeah, so it's not basically ki even when we are seeing ki okay, there are lots of flies, you should not from now onwards get confused that all those are house flies. House flies never reach the dead body first. Okay, so the first fauna to reach the dead body is always blowfly. Okay, the second people are flesh flies. Okay, once the blowfly is there, then the flesh fly aram se they come. Okay, then there can be house flies, there can be other people of the diptera families. Okay, so these all people come and infest in the first stage of decomposition, which is the fresh stage. Okay, Next, let's come to the second stage of decomposition, the blotting stage. As the name suggests, this is the stage where the dead body starts to blot. Blot means phul jana. Okay, now what can be the reason of this blotting? As we said, the initial stage mein there is no external decaying happening, but there are many internal chemical changes happening in the body. Okay, so as a result of these chemical changes, there is an accumulation of gases. Okay, and normally हमारा क्या होता है कि like if our body is accumulating gases, we have two ways. या तो we can burp, या तो we can fart. Our body is finding a way to let that gas go out of our body, right? Okay, there's nothing to shame, nothing to worry or be shameful about farting and burping. It's a very natural process our body comes across. Okay, so but after death our body is not able to carry out these procedures. So what happens, all the gases produced inside है ना, they accumulate. Have you seen dead bodies का पहले which part of the dead body starts to blot? Which part of the, you might have seen rats on the road or cat. Have you noticed which part is the first thing to enlarge? Anyone?
Stomach.
Stomach, exactly. All because we have digestion procedures happening. Okay, the food you might have taken before death, digestion and the release of extra gases and the procedures which all our body procedures stops after death, right? So all the procedures which has stopped and the extra release of gases and our body not finding a way to let the gases go naturally out of our body, so it starts accumulating all the gases in the stomach. Okay, so this is the, so till now your body has not literally started to decay. Okay, it's preparing itself to decompose, and this blotting stage usually stays like from 4 to 10, 12 days. Okay, and this is the stage where now the maggots are there. Maggots will start spreading their digestive enzymes, and then they'll start tearing tissues. Okay, with their mouth, there's a hook like thing. They'll start slightly tearing the tissues and then spread bacteria throughout the body. In this stage, you can also see adult flies, okay, along with beetles and mites. In this stage, you can also smell uh, bad smell, bad odor because of the ammonia gas. Okay, so whenever we realize in maybe in households on village areas, when we realize you're getting a bad smell है ना, and you get a doubt कि शायद वहां पे कुछ जानवर मरा पड़ा हो सकता है, right? We have come across these things, no? So that
This
consistency
meeting is
that
being
things,
recorded.
okay, and the liquids, all your internal body parts, whatever was inside, now it has all come out. Okay, so abhi kya hota hai, at first your dead when your dead body when the dead body was closed, the the insects had to find a way to get in. Okay, we told no कि insects tear tissues and try to get in, लेकिन अभी क्या हो गया, everything is out. So this is the stage where almost majority of the insects come because everything is out. अभी बस सब खाना available है. Okay, now they just have to come and eat. Got it? यहाँ पे because the body fluids are all out, even if the dead body is on soil, okay, this can also affect the pH of the soil. Obviously that will it turn acidic or basic? What do you guys think? If everything has come out, we said there are gases है ना, if everything has come out and had got mixed with the soil, what do you think the pH will be? Anyone?
Acidic.
Acidic in nature. Okay, so it will turn acidic.
Next, so in this stage, rove beetles come. Histidae, again, it's a beetle family. They all come along with the mites, insects, and remember, this is the stage where majority of the insects come because plenty of food, plenty of nutrition is available. They just have to come and get their food. Okay. Next is advanced decay stage. Advanced decay stage is the next stage of decay. यहाँ पे, or see, everything liquidy creamy was in the active decay. In the advanced decay, now it's all dried up. Okay. Abhi, all the insects are done eating. They have finished all the nutrition in the dead body. Okay. Now every solid and dry things are left over, like the hair, your nails, your teeth, cartilage, etc., etc. Okay. Now it's a time. See, abhi, the insects or the flies which cannot tear hard tissues or tough tissues will leave the site. ठीक है, their job is done. उनको जो खाना था मिल गया है. अब जो बचा है, they are not able to eat them, or that's of no use for them. ठीक है. सो अभी कौन एंटर करेंगे? वो वाले इंसेक्ट्स जो टफ टिश्यू को टियर कर सकते हैं. ओके. सो हियर कम्स wasps. Okay, you might have seen wasps, right? Then cheese flies come. Any predator beetles. Predator beetles मतलब it's not necessary कि जो eggs वहां पे थे, okay, it turned into an adult fly or adult insect. Okay, they might have been dead. There can be any waste material, any insect have left. Okay, so वो सब चीजें खाने के लिए, डेड बॉडी खाने के लिए नहीं, नहीं तो टफ टिश्यूज खाने के लिए नहीं, but there can be insects which come to eat the remains of other insects who were present in the earlier stages of decomposition. Okay, so necrophagous species will arrive and feed on the beetles and flies or consume dead flesh. Okay, so advanced decay is all about everything is dry, and abhi बस ड्राई चीजों को जो जो खा सकते हैं, they'll visit the site. ठीक है. Last is the dry decay. This is the last stage. We call it skeletonization, नहीं तो mummification. यहाँ पे there's nothing left. Okay, it's just the dead body. Okay, dead body. Skeleton, dead body. Okay, so it's there. There's no number of days it will stay like that. From the 50 or 56th day, it will stay forever, for years, in the as the skeleton. Okay, so यहाँ पे almost this is the stage where highest number of dry species is seen. Okay, there can be moths, centipedes, millipedes. It's not necessary कि सब लोग आके they are finding something to eat. Okay, but they'll just randomly visit the sites. Okay, so centipedes can be there, millipedes can be there, snails, slugs, cockroaches, everything comes in this stage of decomposition. Okay, so we said na कि जब active decay में, when everything bursted and came out, the soil pH went down. It went to acidic. तो by this stage dry decay हो गया. अभी जो भी acidic हो गया था, okay, the soil starts to restore its pH. Okay, so it's not necessary कि एक बार soil का pH went down due to dead body, अब वो वैसे ही रहेगा. No, after the every cue, after that smell has reached every fauna, or that liquid has been intaken by all the fauna, this soil pH comes back to its original state. Okay, next. अब हमने बोला कि okay, these are the insects coming in all these stages of decomposition, but there are certain factors which affect the decomposition. है ना? It's not, as I said in the beginning, it's not necessary कि आज अगर कोई मर जाए तो he will go through all the 5 stages of decomposition. It's not necessary. There can be different factors, like there are two factors, eccentric and eccentric. Okay, so eccentric factors like age, then what is the cause of death, because basically if in case of newborns or fetus, because of their body condition is very sterile, unka putrefaction happens very slowly. But on the other hand, if it's a older obese corpse, no, it happens rapidly because the body is filled with fluid, extra fluid and fat, okay, which will trigger the rate of decomposition or fasten it up. Okay, external factors like temperature, climate, access to body, clothing, animal predators, etc. because हमें सब पता है ना, हम फ्रिज में चीजें क्यों रखते हैं, because temperature is low and we all know decay delay कर देंगे, है ना. So let's take two situations. We have a dead body in Rajasthan, we have a dead body in Jammu. Which will decompose earlier, faster? Jammu वाला या राजस्थान वाला?
Rajasthan one.
राजस्थान वाला, because it's a known factor ना, because ठंडा जगह है तो obviously the body won't decay very easily, right? Okay, other factors like access to body, like just imagine a situation कि dead body fresh stage में 6 फीट नीचे बरी कर दिया, है ना. यूजुअली फ्यूनरल के बाद जैसे बरी करते हैं, फ्रेश स्टेज में बरी कर दिया. सो डू यू थिंक कि ये जो हमने इतने स्टेजेस बोले, इतने स्टेजेस में जो जो इंसेक्ट्स हमने बोले, डू यू थिंक ऑल द इंसेक्ट्स विल रीच द डेड बॉडी at that particular stage of decomposition? Is it possible? Is it possible? Anyone? Did you get my question?
No, ma'am.
Okay, just imagine a situation, ठीक है, जहां पे एक डेड बॉडी, है ना, 6 फुट नीचे बरी कर दिया है जमीन के. ओके, नाउ डू यू थिंक कि ये जो हमने 5 स्टेजेस ऑफ डिकम्पोजिशन बोला है, all the insects will go reach the dead body, do you think?
No.
Why?
Yes,
Reason?
ma'am. They will reach there, and the same process
स्मेल
of
की अवेलेबिलिटी
decomposition.
नहीं होगी सबको.
No, insects won't reach there. Have you seen snake crawling beyond this surface? Crawl कर सकते हैं snail. There are particular worms. I'm not saying nobody will reach the site. There can be earthworms or other worms which live under. लेकिन it's not, हमारा ये जो normal housefly है, okay, वो जा पाएगा नीचे तक?
No,
No.
ma'am.
No, right? So it's, yeah, so the access of the dead body is also one reason. Next is clothing. Just imagine a situation where there are two dead bodies, all the factors are same, लेकिन one dead body is naked. Okay, लेकिन next dead body पूरा ऐसे they are 2 t-shirts plus 1 jacket, पूरा cover होके dead body. So which one will decompose faster?
The naked
What do
one.
Naked one.
The
naked one?
naked one.
Because हमने बोला ना, जो आसानी से अवेलेबल है, ऑब्वियसली फ्लाइज उनको पहले इन्फेस्ट करना देखेंगे, because the one is having a lot of clothing, they have to first search for the site कि वो कहाँ से अंदर घुस सकते हैं आराम से. They have to find a way, which will take time. So clothing is also a factor. Okay, next is animal predators. We all know scavengers, right? Basic example, what are scavengers?
Those who collect
Eaters of
and
the
eat the dead bodies.
Okay, just imagine a situation कि a dead body was going through fresh stage, ठीक है, अभी जल्दी क्या हो गया, vulture आ गया और उसको tear कर दिया. Okay, now the dead body is now all open. So will it go through blotted stage now?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, it has crossed the stage, it has skipped the stage. Now ये वो सीधा डीके स्टेज में चला जाएगा, है ना. इसीलिए एनिमल प्रेडेटर्स ऑल्सो you know um, contribute as a factor. Next is temperature. Okay, temperature is a major factor for bacterial growth. Okay, low temperature slowly slows down the activity of blowflies and their colonization, which we discussed. Then dryness cause less bacterial growth, because as the dead, if the dead body is dry, obviously liquids कम होंगे तो nutrition कम होगा. Okay. Then,
Yes, ma'am.
what are the limitations? Okay, the factors we all discussed are all the limitations. Okay, we said weather conditions, environmental conditions, then contamination, then if what just okay, we can have a situation where there are two dead bodies. All the external factors are same. Almost all the internal factors are also same. लेकिन there's one person जो नॉर्मल जिंदगी जी रहा था. ठीक है. Then next is the person who was addicted to cocaine drug. Okay, do you think that all the decomposition will go exactly same for both the dead bodies?
No.
No, because हम हमारे बॉडी में जो भी था that will for sure been seen in our decomposition rate plus हमें डेथ के बाद जो भी हमें खा रहा है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इंसेक्ट्स, उनके बॉडी में भी ये जाएगा. वी ऑल नो ट्रेस एलिमेंट्स, राइट? Trace evidence, have you heard of the term trace evidence?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What are trace evidence?
The
The
evidence which are
minute
found in
evidence
the
found at
micro
the
amount.
crime scene.
ओके, वेरी माइक्रो अमाउंट, है ना. सो जस्ट इमेजिन ये जो कोकेन ले रहे थे वो इवन माइक्रो अमाउंट में ले रहे थे. डू यू थिंक द ब्लो फ्लाई विच हैज infested on the dead body of that person, now the blow fly's body is also having cocaine,
Yeah.
है ना. So toxins, drugs, even I'm not only saying about drugs, okay, even the medicine, painkillers or paracetamol, कुछ भी आप लोग ले रहे हो, okay, so if the trace element is found in your body, that will be for sure found in the body of the insect, or not only body, in any stage, even maggot ho, egg, that will leave a trace element in the stage also. ठीक है. Again, the drug you have taken can even slow down the process of the insect life cycle, या फिर it can fasten also. For example, as we discussed cocaine wala thing na, just imagine a situation where a fly has infested on this cocaine wala dead body, and usually the life cycle takes 14 days, for example. But ये जो कोकेन वाला डेड बॉडी इन्फेस्ट किया हुआ इंसेक्ट था, आफ्टर 2 days यू आर सेइंग कि आज एग था, 2 दिन में इट्स फ्लाई. दैट मीन्स द ड्रग हैज एक्सेलरेटेड द लाइफ साइकिल. Drugs can accelerate or even slow down. So this is one of the limitations. Okay. Then humidity, season, presence of toxins, etc. Many insects might not be found, that we discussed. If the body is buried deeply, if the body is wrapped, insect activity might not take place. Then colonization depends upon region. हमने बोला ना कि there are different fauna infesting at different stages, but it's not necessary कि हर स्टेट में यही इंसेक्ट्स हो, है ना. Insects can vary as per the geographical location, as per the particular climatic situations, है ना. So for example, imagine there are flies which are attracted to light, there are flies which are attracted to darkness, है ना. So do you think if a dead body is in a place where there is complete darkness, okay, sunlight पहुंच ही नहीं रहा, कोई भी लाइट नहीं पहुंच रहा, सो डू यू थिंक द फ्लाइज और द इंसेक्ट्स विच आर और द मोथ्स, वी डिस्कस ना, मोथ भी मिलते हैं, तो डू यू थिंक द मोथ्स विच आर अट्रैक्टेड टू लाइट will infest that dead body?
No.
No. So that is again, okay, that is again a situation. Then the presence of drug may alter the insect life cycle. alter in any way. It can speeden up, it can slow up. Next, case studies. See, it's not a wide field as of now. If I'm talking especially about the Indian scenario, but there has been cases where forensic entomological evidence was not the main evidence, but it also stood as one of the main evidences. Okay, सिर्फ forensic entomology के through solve नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन certain clues were found out with using this. So you all know Ted Bundy, right? We all know Ted Bundy.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, who was it?
Serial killer.
Serial killer. Okay, so everybody who is from forensic science, make sure you know Ted Bundy at least. Okay, yeah. So there were famous high-profile criminal cases of Cassie Anthony trial and Ted Bundy case, where forensic entomological evidence were a good part. Okay, let's go to Indian scenario. The Nithari serial killing case. This was a serial killing cases which happened in Noida, Uttar Pradesh. The case involved the abduction, sexual assault, and murder of numerous children and young women. Here, forensic entomology played a crucial role in estimating the post-mortem interval of the victims, which helped invigilators establish the timeline of the crimes and uh, to gather evidence against the perpetrator. Okay, next is Arushi Hemraj double murder case. In this, a 14-year-old girl was murdered in her home in Noida, UP, along with her domestic help. Here also, entomology was used to estimate the time of death, which is again PMI along with the time of death support the investigation by providing evidence regarding the sequence of events. See, it's not necessary कि डेथ के बाद वाला ही सारे डिटेल्स मिलेंगे. वी सेड ना कि ड्रग्स के बारे में भी डिटेल्स मिल सकता है. ड्रग्स के बारे में अगर मेरे डेड बॉडी से डिटेल्स मिल सकता है, विच मीन्स मेरे डेथ से पहले वॉट एवर वॉज माई लाइफ स्टाइल कैन which is in my body as a trace evidence can be also found. So the life after death and the life before death can also be found using forensic entomology. Next is the Sheena Bora murder case, which I hope everybody is very well aware of. Case involved the killing of Sheena Bora, a young woman illegally by her mother and her former husband. In this also, forensic entomology was used to estimate the PMI, okay, and other evidences. The findings of forensic entomology helped establish the circumstances surrounding Sheena Bora's death and contributed to the prosecution's case against the accused. The last case, it's not the last case, but the one last main case is the Santosh Mane bus rampage case. It was in Pune where the bus driver was hijacked and went to rampage running on pedestrians and vehicles. Here also forensic entomology was used to analyze insect evidence from the bus and determine the timeline of events and sequence of the rampage. These are not only the cases, but these are four main cases as per the Indian scenario, and famous cases. I hope you might have all come across these cases but never uh, read about the forensic entomological contributions because they were not highlighted for sure. But now, once you get a chance, please go back and see how forensic entomology served as one of the vital evidence in all these cases. Okay, now what are the career options? See, till now in India, if we are seeing forensic entomology is not being served as one good subfield of forensic science. Let it be in academics. Even people are not specializing in forensic entomology. I badly wanted to, but there was nobody to, there was no institute who was actually supporting forensic entomology as a branch. So there are limitations, but if you go forward and obviously the future can be different. So if anybody wants to continue with forensic entomology, what are the few career options, few main career options? One is forensic entomologist. Okay, if you have expertise in insect biology and behavior, because in a crime scene, if there is entomological evidence, obviously normal forensic scientists cannot get all the clues out of it. So obviously somebody from entomology background or zoology background who has all the knowledge regarding the life cycle or the fauna should be a good part of the case. Next is research scientist. Scientists in forensic entomology work in academic or research institutions. They conduct studies regarding insect biology, ecology, and their applications in forensic science. And even in wildlife forensics, entomologists with background of wildlife biology and ecology can contribute to the field by analyzing insect evidence related to the wildlife crimes. Okay. Next is entomological consultant for agriculture. Forensic entomologists can also apply the knowledge to knowledge and skills for the agriculture settings. These are the few options only, but there are different options as well. Now to conclude, forensic entomology, as we already discussed, is very good and one good tool which can be applied for the cases where the time since death, where the PMI has crossed 72 hours, okay, where other techniques in comparison, all the biochemical or histological molecular test won't be giving as perfect result as forensic entomology. Insects can also provide other information like the person's life before death also. Insect behavior can also be helpful in knowing the incidents that happened around the time of matlab before death, matlab antemortem, mortem, and postmortem. Everything can be concluded and given. Forensic entomology can give clues about all the three. I hope I didn't take a lot of time and it was not so boring. Thank you so much for being patient and listening. This is my email ID. If you have any questions after queries after the session, please let me know. I'll be very happy to clear all those. I guess we can have a quick question answer session. Team, can they ask questions or what's the
Yes, ma'am. In the chat box, we have one question from Aradhana. That is,
yeah.
does insect come to dead bodies which have been burned, arsenic cases, or already putrefied by offender?
Yes. Again, this is a stage where dead body has skipped some stages of decomposition, right? The burning doesn't again the burning doesn't invite all the insects, but there are fauna which will be attracted to the dead body even after it's burned. Then if it's like arsenic cases, if there is any other liquid sorry, if any other toxin or pesticide or insecticide is also involved, or gases are also involved, that can also uh, that can also depend and vary the insects which are attracting. But yes, if the body, if the flesh is there, obviously fauna will get attracted, no matter it's if it's burned or not. But the special type only, for example beetles, cockroaches will for sure come, flies will also come. Did I answer to your question, Aradhna?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Okay, what's the next question?
Ma'am, the next question is from Ish Anand. What are
Yeah.
some ethical considerations in using insects as evidence? How do forensic entomologists ensure the integrity and admissibility of their findings?
Okay. See, the main thing, it's never said that forensic entomological evidence are not admissible, but then they are not highly admissible also, because if they were highly admissible, even the four cases we discussed, they are high profile cases of India, but they never considered, okay, forensic entomology ne jawab de diya, okay, let's conclude. No, they took help of others also. Okay, ethical consideration, again, the thing is, before collecting insects, you have to get ethical approvals of there are committees, there are, zoological committees, that will require a lot of paperwork. It's not necessary that every species we are collecting, from the crime scene, we will get ethical committee approval to consider or go forward with the laboratory things. So these are also coming under the challenges and limitations, because of which, again, forensic entomological evidences are not being preserved, and they are not being allowed to be collected and done experiments on.
Thank you so much,
What's
ma'am. And we have another two questions. First
Yes,
is
please.
from Vaishnavi MP. In exhumation cases, which examination will be taken from body? And second question is from Karam Rajrai. In water-related crimes, what kinds of insects would be found?
Okay. In exhumation cases where the body is, dig deep inside the ground, um, it again depends completely on the forensic entomologist. He has to get the body out and then make sure that, see, जब तक body अंदर, soil के अंदर था, we are sure कि obviously insects have not infested, है ना. When it comes out, you have to again make sure, हम if it's, decaying or any stage, it's obvious that flies will start attracting, है ना. So it's not, firstly, it's very, difficult and tough to prevent the dead body as it was beyond, beneath the soil, once it comes out. Okay, because for sure insects will come anyway, हम हर एक मक्खी को जाके पकड़ नहीं सकते, for sure. So the examinations again is not on the dead body. If you are completely going with forensic entomology, our our main evidence is not dead body. Our main evidence are the entomological evidence, which are not only the fauna, the eggs, the pupae, the larvae, the pupae ka case, anything that comes out, okay, of the anything that is related to the insect is our uh, evidence, and all the examination and all the tests will be carried out on that. So it's not basically the dead body which is, or the other evidences from the dead body which is going into prior consideration in regards to forensic entomology. Next is like water related cases, what kind of insects will be found. Obviously, aquatic entomology is one other subfield. See, forensic entomology is not only the subfield. Forensic entomology can say there can be entomotoxicology, for aquatic forensic entomology. So again, for an water में है तो the stages of decomposition timeline will change. Okay, conditions are there. Again, then all the fishes, crustaceans, and insects means not flies, all the, even snakes, the insects which are which you usually find on the upper layer of the water, these all contribute to the stages of decomposition. Then obviously these beetles, then centipedes and millipedes won't be a part of the decomposition. Even beetles won't be a part of decomposition, but fishes will play a very good role in it. So I have, okay, I guess Ishanand has one more question. As we know, forensic
Yes,
soil analysis, geology, and pedology. So among the two branches, forensic soil analysis and which one will give more conclusive evidence? See, every field in forensic science is as special as every other field. Okay, nothing is up, no field is above one other. Okay, only because I am interested in entomology led me to dig more into it and find what are the opportunities and all. Like, see, once we are saying about soil analysis, okay, even forensic entomology, we said in the stage where everything comes out and the pH goes down, calculating the pH of the soil is also a part of forensic entomology once it's associated with that case. So it's never like forensic soil analysis or entomology. Forensic soil analysis has its part, entomology has its part. Forensic and soil cannot give insects के results, and entomology cannot give soil results, है ना? So both are essential in what evidence, what result we need. Okay, can
Ma'am,
insects be
so
used in
sorry for
Thank you, ma'am.
interruption. As we are running out of the time, we would request the participants to drop their questions in the chat box. We would request you to answer it by WhatsApp or any other
Sure, that will do.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Lovelish, you can take over the stage for the vote of thanks.
All right, ma'am. A very warm greetings to one and all present here. I, Lavleesh Gupta, being the Vice President of Budding Forensic Club, I deem it a great opportunity and a privilege to propose the vote of thanks on the behalf of our entire team. So, first of all, I extend my most sincere thanks to the Almighty God for making today's event the most successful. I extend my sincere thanks to esteemed guest speaker for gracing us with her insightful presence today. Ma'am, your articulate and thought-provoking address has added immense value to our club's gathering and inspired us with new perspective and knowledge. This is the certificate of appreciation from our club, which we truly appreciate your time and efforts that you have invested in preparing and delivering such an engaging speech. Your expertise has not only enriched our understanding but have also motivated us to strive for our excellence in our future endeavors. Finally, I would like to grab the opportunity to thank all the board members, the co-members, and the co-team members of Budding Forensic Club for making this event a successful one. Finally, I would like to grab the opportunity to thank all the wonderful audience for being with us, for asking questions, for being there in the conference. I hope we continue to work like this only and keep on organizing such events in the future for the betterment and upliftment of the experts and students pursuing forensic sciences. Thank you, everyone, for your valuable presence. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, BFC team. And again, if anybody wants to get in touch with me, I'm also in the group. Also, I've provided my email ID. If anybody wants my contact number, the team members can provide. And please attack me with questions. Even if I don't know, I'll be also happy to learn that first and let you know. I'll for sure come back to you with the answers. Thank you so much. I had a great evening. I hope you also had one. Thank you so much. I hope to see
Thank
you
you
all
so
back.
much, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am. Thank you so
ma'am.
much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, sir.
So I request all the team members of Budding Forensic Club to stay back, and the other attendees can leave now. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great day.